So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a rainbow loom Billie Eilish, and this is how she looks like. This charm was highly requested on TikTok. I posted it a few days ago, and most of you guys said to please post a tutorial, so here is the tutorial for you guys. Okay, so to get started, we are going to take a single black band, and we're going to go from the center pin going downwards. And we're just going to place that down, and we are using this band as the slip knot band. Next step, we're going to take double of our lime green bands, and we're going to go from the center pin to the outer left pin, so just like this. And this is going to be the hair for her green color on her head. And then we're going to do the same thing but on the opposite end. So we're going to start from the center and go to the right outer pin. And then you're going to take double of your black bands, and you're going to go from the left pin going downwards, just like this. And then you're going to repeat the same step but on the opposite end, so that your bands look like this. And then push that down. Then we're going to take double skin tone bands and go from the center pin going downwards. And push that down. Then we're going to repeat that one more time but in the center pin again, and place that down. And then you can kind of twist the bands so that they go in straight. Now what we are going to do is close off the head, and we're going to take double of our skin tone bands and go from the left pin to the outer center pin from the left side, and push that down. Then we're going to repeat the same step but going from the opposite end from the right side. So now we have the head placed, and now it is time to attach the neck. So you're taking double of your bands and just go downwards like so and push that down. Now it is time to make the body. So in order to do that, we're going to take double of our lime green and go from the center pin to the outer left pin and push that down. Then we're going to do the same thing but with the right side and push that down. So take double of your black bands and just go downwards. So our next step is to place the lime green band from the left pin going downwards. And by the way, that's double bands. And then you're going to do the same thing but with the opposite end. Push that down so that it looks like this. Then you're going to take double of your lime green bands and go downwards on the opposite end from the right side. Then you're going to take double of your lime green and then go in the center one time, so that it looks like this. And then we're going to take double of our skin tone bands and go from the left pin going downwards and push that down, and do the same thing with the right side and go ahead and push that down. So now it looks like this. So now our next step is to add the triangle bands. So to do that, we are going to take a single band and we're going to place it on this pin, and then we're just going to make a triangle band here, just like this. So here's how your triangle band should look. And now what we are going to do is get started with taking a single green band, and we're just going to place a triangle band right here at this point. And then now it's time to get started with creating the hands. To do that, we are going to take this hook. So we're going to take a band and wrap it around our hook 2 times to create 3 loops on our hook. Then we're going to take double of our green bands and place that at the end of your hook, and then slide this cap band onto the double green bands. And then go ahead and reclaim so that you have one hand here. And then we're going to repeat the same exact step. So 2 and 3. So there's 3 loops on your hook. Take double of your green bands and slide the cap band on your hook onto these 2 bands, and then reclaim. So this is how the hands should look like. So now we're going to take one of the hands and place it on the left pin and then release, so that it looks something like this. Then we're going to do the same thing with the other hand and place it on the right pin, so that we've officially placed the hands. And now it is time to get started with creating her buns, and then we'll get started with creating the eyes. So first up, we are going to get started with the buns. So what we are going to do is take a single black band, and we're going to wrap it around our hook 2 times to create 3 loops. So now that we have that, we're going to take a double black band. Actually, not a single or double. We're going to take a triple cap band, 3 bands, and we're going to place that at the end of our hook and carefully slide these 3 loops onto our hook. And reclaim. So you should have a total of 6 loops on your hook. Then we're going to do the same thing. So take another band, and you're going to wrap it around your hook 2 times to create 3 loops. And by the way, this is a single band. Then you're going to take 3 bands, place it at the tip of your hook, and slide this capping band of 3 onto these 3 loops on your hook, or 3 bands on your hook. And then we're going to reclaim. So now you should have a total of 12 bands on your hook, and then we're going to place it on the head. So you're going to take one of the ends and stretch them, and you're going to carefully place it on the left pin to the top by your head. Make sure you place all the bands, otherwise you're going to drop some bands and it won't connect properly. So it should look something like this. Now we're going to place the other one on this part, on the right side. So stretch this out and carefully place it through here. So now we've attached her buns, and now it is time to get started with creating her eyes. So to get started with making her eyes, we're going to take a single black band, and you're going to wrap it around your hook 3 times to create 4 loops, so that it looks like this. Then we're going to scoot that down our our hook, and then we're going to do the same thing, wrapping in a single band around our hook 3 times to create 4 loops. Then we're going to take 1 skin tone band and place that at the tip of our hook, and then we're just going to simply slide everything onto these onto the single band, and then stretch that. So now we have our 2 eye bands, and then we're going to carefully separate those and then take our band. So you're going to take one end of your eye band and place it on the left pin. Then you're going to see that there's a little band here between the eyes. You just want to separate it and then place it at the top in the middle of where her face is. Then the band that's on your hook, you're going to place it on the right pin so that you have the eye bands already placed onto your loom. And then just go ahead and untwist the eyes so that they're pretty straight and decent like these ones. And now it is officially time to start getting the hooking process, but in order to do that, we have to make her feet. So to do that, you're going to take a single band and wrap it around your hook 2 times to create 3 loops. Then you're going to take double of your green bands and place that at the tip of your hook and slide that through and reclaim. And this is going to be her shoes at the bottom. And now we're going to repeat that same step. We're going to take a single band, place that at the tip of our hook, and wrap it around 2 times to create 3 loops. Then we're taking double green and then just sliding this cap band onto our hook of 2 bands. So now we have the feet, just exactly like how we made the hands. So now we're going to take one of the feet and place it on the left side of our loom, and then do the same but with the right side. And then turn that so that it looks like this. And now it is officially time to get started with the hooking process. So to get started, I'm going to take my hook and reach inside this capping band and pull back this triangle band here. And then you're going to grab the bottom 2 skin tone bands and carefully hook that straight forward so that it looks like this. Then we're going to go to the opposite end on the right side, pull back everything, even that triangle band, and grab the very bottom 2 skin tone bands and just hook it forward so that it looks something like this. And now what we are going to do is go in the center pin now, grab these 2 green bands, and just hook it forward so it looks like this. Now it is time to get started with hooking her shirt. So to do that, we're going to go and pull back this triangle band, grab the very bottom 2 green, and just hook it forward. And then we're going to go in the center pin here, grab these 2 bands, the 2 black bands, and just hook it straight forward. Then we're going to go on the right pin, pull back this green triangle band, and grab the bottom 2 green bands and just hook it forward. And now it is time to close off the shirt by pulling everything back. Make sure you don't hook the hand bands. So you're going to grab the bottom 2 green, and then you're going to hook it not forward but to the right pin, going into the center. Then you're going to go in here, pull everything back, grab the bottom 2 green, and not hook it forward, but you want to hook it to the center from the left. Just like this. And now it is time to get started with hooking her neck, since we finished hooking her shirt and her whole outfit. So now we're going to pull everything back and grab these 2 bands that are skin tone and carefully hook it straight forward. So that looks like this. Now we're going to go inside and grab the top 2 skin tone bands, the very top 2, and then you're going to hook it to the right pin. And then we're going to go into the center again, grab the top 2 skin tone bands, and then you're just going to hook it to the left. Now it is optional, you can make a nose. I didn't include that in the band count, but if you want to make a nose, it's similar like how I did Baby Yoda. You're just taking a band and you're going to wrap it around your hook 2 times to create 3 loops so that you have a little nose, and then you can just place it at the tip of your hook. Take these 2 bands and slide the cap band onto these 2 bands, but it is optional. But for now, I'm just going to hook it straight forward, and I'm going to do it without the nose. And then you're going to go back in the center by pulling the triangle band back and grab the very bottom 2 skin tone and just hook it forward. We're going to insert a hook into here, pull back all these 4 loops including the triangle band, and then you're going to grab the 2 black bands and just hook it forward. Do the same thing but with the right side. So pull your hook back with all these bands and use your 2 bands and hook it forward. Now we're going to close off the head. So we're going to insert our hook into all of these loops. Grab the very bottom 2 green and hook it to the left. Make sure these bands are as straight as possible when you're hooking them, otherwise they are going to twist and end up like this. So I highly recommend you keep these bands straight as possible. If they aren't straight enough, then you can take your hook and just twist it, give it a little twirl, and they should be perfect after you fix them. And now we're going to do the same thing with the right side and hook it to the left into the center. So now it should look something like this. Now it is officially time to close it off. We are going to insert a hook into all of these loops and grab the single band and carefully hook it straight forward. Just like this. And now we've officially hooked the entire Billie Eilish body. Now all we have to do is take our loom, and we're going to grab this bottom band here, and we're going to hook it forward, up and over this single band, and then you're just going to give it a tight pull, and you should have a slip knot. Don't pull it too tight, otherwise the band will break. And now it is officially time to remove the entire charm off your loom. So I removed my entire Billie Eilish charm off my loom, and now we're just going to adjust the bands a bit and give them a little tug and stretch out the face so that the eyes can pop out a bit. And now this is how our bands look, and they're less twisted. So as you can see, this is how her hair looks like. And then we can just simply, you can keep the slip knot like this, otherwise you can hide it as well. Now I'm just going to just organize the shoes a bit, and her feet, and her hands, and this is how she looks like. Now I'm just going to take my hook. I know most of you guys said in the comments on TikTok that she looks like a powder puff. I know she does, but I think it's just because of the color, but the powder puff girl doesn't really have two buns. So I just did it based off a picture that I saw on her Instagram, on Billie Eilish's Instagram. So now it is officially time to get started with creating her necklace or her chain. So to do that, I'm going to insert my hook into the chain of where the black bands are, the 4 black bands. And I'm going to insert my hook at the top portion, just like this. And I'm taking this band and I'm going to slide it through all the chains. And careful you don't grab any other bands. And you're going to keep that on your hook for now. Then you're going to take the other end in front and you're just going to wrap it over her head like this. And just go ahead and pull it over. So you should see that there's like a little V, and that's going to represent her necklace. So now on this end you see there's your gray band. So you're going to take another green band and you're going to slide it through this single loop on the gray band and then just slip knot it. Give it a good tug so that we have officially closed off the chain. And now you're going to take this end and you're going to hide it into the body. So I'm going to take these 4 loops, and then you're going to take this band and just hide it through the body. And then you should have the band hidden, and try your best to hide it through some of the bands. You can even slide it through the black band just so that it doesn't see a line. And this is the front portion, and that's how you make Billie Eilish out of rubber bands. This is how she turned out. I know her head's a little kind of misformed because you see the slip knot, but I highly recommend using green and it should probably show better. Comment down below who do you think I should make next. I do hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on making Billie Eilish. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great fun charms like this, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Both of the usernames for those accounts are at minion.rainbowloomer. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!